Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fani Naudé here, Managing Director for BuzzNet Direct. And we've been helping accounting firms for the last almost 5 years at this stage. And today I want to share with you a little bit more about the most recurring story that we're hearing from accounting firms. And as we go through this and as I go through the story, please, tell me if any of this, resonated with you guys, because this is something that we hear on a daily basis, basically, because we have spoken to hundreds and hundreds of accounting firms. And at this stage, this is such a common story for us. I would really like to know if this resonates with you guys as well. And we're also going to tell you, what are the main pitfalls here and how to rectify this situation if you are in the same situation as these accounting firms. So let's start off with this story. So the story starts off with you starting your own practice. Now, there could be a bunch of different reasons why you decided to start your own practice. And I know a lot of you have a massive passion for this and you always wanted to start your own practice, and you worked your way through the ranks and eventually got to seniority level and you decided, okay, finally I have enough experience to start my own thing. And you decided to start. Others were not so lucky. They were a little bit more on the bad luck side of things, and either got retrenched or lost their job and could not find another one. And they decided to start their own practice because of necessity. You have to feed yourself and your family. That just happens. But our story starts off with starting your own practice, and it usually goes something along these lines of, you tell absolutely everybody that you're starting accounting practice. Your family, friends, and network. You tell absolutely everybody, and everybody just pitch in, show some support, and before you know it, your practice is starting to grow quickly because of all of the referrals that's coming in. So you quickly realize there's a bunch of different types of clients, and you start to hire some staff because you realize, okay, the workload, you cannot do everything yourself. And as you go through these clients, you basically solve your software solutions as you go along, because you're not really planning this all ahead of, okay, I'm going to have these 10 softwares and all of these sort of things. It's more like, okay, great, we're going to need this as a foundation. We're going to need these for those specific projects. So maybe we need some, let's say, project costing software as well, because we're working a lot with engineers or IT companies. And you basically just solve all of these problems as you go along. And that's basically what you do. And the main thing is you decided, okay, great, you're going on with this, but now if you're so heavily reliant on word of mouth and referrals, well, that tends to be a problem when something bad happens, like the economy takes a dive, or just the referrals start drying up and the word of mouth is not really helping. And plus, you end up with a lot of bad clients that don't respect you or your time. And let me explain. There's a lot of small businesses, a lot of clients out there that don't understand the value of accounting firms and the value of having an accountant on your side. So they see it as a grudge purchase. They don't see the value in what you do. So they don't really know why exactly they need your services, but someone told them they need to be compliant or you need an accountant. And they just basically, okay, great, I'm going to get one. And that's not a good enough reason. So they don't really want to be in that relationship. So now this business relationship really becomes very toxic for you and your staff, because neither one of the parties actually want to be in that relationship. The client doesn't want it, doesn't know the value. You guys are so frustrated with this bad client that don't respect your time, or sending their stuff late, and all of the deliverables are always late, and you don't have accurate data to do your work from. And it's all because it's not a good relationship. Both sides don't want to be there. Now, this is the problem with word of mouth and referrals on just a small percentage of the side. The other thing is it's very unpredictable. So you cannot trust that referrals are going to come in when the economy takes a dive. Now, recently we had a little bit of a trouble with our economy, and we have a lot of accounting firms that reached out to us and told us, okay, great, the referrals, we are basically 80 to 90% of referrals that's coming in. Accountants were never trained in marketing and sales, so they don't really know how to solve this problem, because now suddenly the referrals are drying up. You need to do marketing, but you don't know how to. Now, we've heard a bunch of bad stories here of, guys that's going into a panic phase and just decides, okay, I'm going to throw as much money on this as possible and it's going to solve the problem. but you are not trained in how marketing works. So you just decided, okay, I'm going to just tell the entire world that I do accounting services, and you spend tens of thousands on that, and you barely get any clients from that, and you make a massive loss. You don't get any return on investment, because that's not how marketing works. Marketing doesn't work on you just tell absolutely everybody you do accounting services. That doesn't differentiate you. That doesn't grab attention. That doesn't do anything along those lines. So you just sound like every single other accounting practice out there or accounting firm out there. So now you're suddenly, oh, marketing doesn't work, Facebook doesn't work, LinkedIn doesn't work, you don't know, you're blaming it all on these platforms, but at the end of the day, your message is not portraying anything. You're not grabbing someone's attention, you're not enticing someone to work with you. You're just saying, I do accounting services and I have 10 years of experience and I do general accounting. And what accountants really love to do is just list all of their services. They just list every single one of them, like 20 different services, and they think, now the clients are going to stream in because we are the one-stop shop. Now, it's we see it as the one-stop shop trap, because you're offering so many different services. That means you have so many staff members that you basically need, and you have such a wide variety of clients that at the end of the day, you're not making any profit. Now, that's basically what referrals and word of mouth get you, and it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to have referrals and word of mouth. You just want a little bit more options. You want something that's more on the line of a predictable system to get you high quality leads, that you don't need to be reliant on referrals and word of mouth. That's a major part of your business, and we don't want to take that away. The thing is you need some sort of system to get you clients in if everything else is failing. If the referrals are drying up and the word of mouth is not working, you need some way to do marketing. Now, we believe in a proven system that's attracting clients with value. Now, this is very, very important, because we believe that you need to build trust and credibility first. Now, if you provide value for someone, that's going to build a lot of trust and credibility, especially if you're doing this for free, if you're doing this just for their contact details, and that's going to be, taking you one step closer to the sale. We believe in this methodology, and at the end of the day, we've been helping so many accounting practices with this specific system, because this is what you guys need. You cannot be stuck with clients not respecting you, clients that don't want to work with you. Imagine if you have so many choices of who to work with that you can basically just pick and choose and only choose your ideal clients. That means working only with the people that see your value, the people you actually want to offer advisory and consulting services to, those businesses you want to help grow and scale up. That means you have options. You have so many options, and it doesn't need to break the bank. That's the main thing, is if you're using the right methodology of attracting clients with value, you're going to have an abundance of high quality leads, because very few accounting practices know how to market themselves. So if a small business suddenly see accounting practice marketing themselves by giving back, by giving value to the small business, by giving value to them, something that they find valuable, it's going to be such a breath of fresh air that they would love to speak with you, to see, is this real? Are you really different? Can you really help my business? Because you're already giving me value, so I want this relationship to be reciprocal at the end of the day, and I can give back to you as well, because that's just human nature. If you get something from someone that's truly valuable, you want to give back to them. So this is what we decided from all of our years working with accounting firms, is we decided, okay, how about we just narrow down all of our services just to basically a singular option or a singular offer for accounting firms that gives you this system. It gives you the system in detail. So basically, what we did is recently we created a case study of showing you exactly, what this system is all about. We first cover the 5 biggest mistakes accountants are making. Then we go into the proven facts of, why this system works so well. And then a step-by-step process of how to set up the system for yourself. So this is the case study that we created. We give you the results that some of our clients have made. We love to brag with the results of our clients. And right now I just want to tell you guys, like, this is a case study, but this is a free case study just for accounting firms, and I would love you guys to go have a look at it, because this is our way of giving free value to you, showing you exactly what worked over our last 5 years of working with accounting firms. If you're thinking about, oh man, but my competitor down the road, it seems like he's crushing it and he knows how to do all of these things, usually there's someone behind this. Usually there's some sort of system behind this. You cannot just suddenly become great at marketing. You need someone to guide you on the way and show you exactly how this is done. And this is what this case study does. It goes through those main points and shows you a little bit more behind the scenes of exactly how we do this, how we build this system, and so forth. So if you guys are interested in, getting a little bit more away from, being out of control, because you're not in control of referrals, you're not in control of word of mouth. If you want to be in control of your practice and be in control of your practice future, of implementing something like this, knowing that you're going to get high quality leads when you need them the most, go ahead below this video, either in the description or in the comment section, there's going to be a link to this free case study. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. And this is basically what it's all about. Is life is just too short to be stuck with all of those bad clients making your life miserable. Not respecting you or your team, not doing anything on time, not giving anything on time. And that's just toxic. You want to move away from that. You want to work with your ideal clients, the people that you actually want to work with. Imagine doing what you love for the people that sees your value. This is exactly what we help accounting practices with. We teach them how to attract their ideal clients with value within 14 days. And this is all that this case study is about. So go ahead below this video in the description or in the comment section and check out our free case study video. Thanks everybody, and enjoy the rest of your week.